small loaves was going to be 500 grams, so about 200 grams of white. Ooh, wait a second, what's going on here? Oh, I forgot to zero it out. This is unbleached, just regular, all-purpose unbleached flour. So I got 200, I'm taking this up to 500 now. Oops. I already spilled some of that, I didn't mean to spill it. I'm gonna put all but a little bit in there, just to make sure I meet my target of the first part, the outer lease comes together pretty quickly, so we're in good shape. Let it rest for an hour, and then we'll get on to the next step. Let this sit for an hour. It's starting to get a skin on it. That's not good. Okay, we're good. Got about 7 minutes of folding on it. It's held together pretty nicely. It's already pretty strong. So I'm gonna put it into a little ball. A nice ball. Put it in the center, let it relax for an hour, and then we'll start on our folds. Okay, got the first fold. Let's see what we can do here. Seems okay. It's a bit tight, a little bit tighter than I like, but it's holding together really well. It's already window painting. Look at that. It's only ripping a little bit. That's good. It's tight. Feels okay. I don't feel as many bubbles as I'd like, but I do feel that it is holding together really well. So first fold done, let's see how it goes. Let it sit for an hour. It smells nice. The odor is starting to come along pretty nicely. It's still stretchable a bit, which is nice. I wonder how. I put 76, 77% hydration in this, so today is like a super humid, hot day, so I don't know how much that factors in, but feels good. Second fold is done, and we'll see how it goes. It's finally gotten some lightness to it, some airiness to it, which I'm happy about. You hear that hollow sound. I think we're in good shape. So I'm gonna just give it a little stretch, just take some of that air out, allow for proofing. This is the 55th loaf I've ever made, so you learn as you go. I'm no expert, so there's always a better way to do it, but this loaf came together really nicely. Wow, it's very pretty. So flip it over, put it in, there we go. So moving, now I'm gonna give it a cover, put it in the, turn it on proof, that's fine. Put it in my oven with the proof, so it's like, it sets the oven like 100 degrees. And with how humid it is today, I think it'll be a good, we should have a good proof. Everything looks good. I ended up taking like an extra hour because I went and had lunch with my wife. It's Saturday. I wanted to go have a nice lunch with my wife and the dogs, and her sister was there too. So I did take a longer of a break than I would have liked to have, but real life is way more important. If this messes up, I'll be like, but I can just make another one. So this is a bit of an experiment, just by whatever, I don't know how you described it, but cover, and will be probably only take about 90 minutes to proof. All right, it is the next morning, so oven is ready to go. Where's a bit of water? Just gonna put just a light dusting of flour. I just don't want it to stick. Looks good. Thank you. Getting my blade out. Slow. All right. Held together nice. Get some of this extra off. Got some slits in it. Now what I'm gonna do, take the pot out and get it in there. Timer is set. Seems okay, it looks okay, it feels right. This is the part where everything comes together and we figured out how good or bad we did. So it sat for a little while longer yesterday than I'd like, but I don't think it hurt anything overall. So just about 19 minutes away, we'll take that top off and see how well we've done as far as a rise goes. It feels nice and tight, so hopefully it'll go up instead of out. That's still kind of dicey as far as the whole situation goes. I still haven't figured that part completely out yet. So anyway, let's see what happens. It is time. Let's get this guy out. It's nice and brown. Let's see how big he got. I don't know if he's perfect, but he's close. Good rise. Good rise. Not great, but held up nice. It's a nice small loaf because it's just not good. Not like I can't eat this whole thing by myself. So rose okay. Looks good. Nice hollow sound. Good fermentation, a lot of little bubbles all the way around. The slits are good, so it's 9:30 in the morning. On a Sunday, I'll probably split it around, or cut it around 1. So, otherwise it looks pretty good. Oh, that thing's hot. Who'd have thought something I took out of the oven was hot? Okay, so here it is. We'll split it and see what we got. Like I said, I like to give it a good, at least 3 hours, but 4 seems to be a little bit better, so that way it's room temperature all the way through. So that way all of them, anything goes out, all the heat dissipates, and then it's solid to eat. So now we wait again. Alright, it's the next morning. I wanted to just make some toast, so let me cut this guy open. Good looking crumb, nice and solid, feels good, smells good. Doesn't have like, a lot of times it'll get bunched up here and look wet, or feel wet, which is worse. Yeah, good looking crumb. Very nice texture, feels good. Feels like bread, has a really nice flavor to it. It's nice and sour, but not too sour. The crust is really good. Overall, it looks kind of mediocre, but the flavor is really great. So it's another loaf in the books. I think this is the 55th one.